Hello, I'm Kanon. How to teach English at Japanese senior high school. Today, I want to talk about tense. Have you ever thought about the difference between time and tense? When I talk about, teach tense to the Japanese students, I often talk about this difference. Time is very fair for everyone, just one way from birth to death, and we can live now. We cannot live yesterday. Think about we can. That's a tense. How we think about time, and there are differences depending on languages. I feel because I am a Japanese, so I know Japanese maybe well, but I also know English because I've taught for a long time. I've taught English for a long time, and there is a difference between Japanese and English. And when I ask ALT assistant language teachers to teach this idea of tense to Japanese students, oh, that's very easy. They can understand, and often they cannot explain in English because it's very, very normal for them. And English has two kinds of tenses, simple tense and perfect tense. And second one, perfect tense. Maybe we Japanese don't have this perfect tense. That's the main reason why it's very difficult for us to understand. Simple tense, everyone can imagine present, past, and future. Present tense, what kind of verb do you use? Original form of verb, right? We can find in the dictionary, but the third person, she, he, it, singular one, uh, original verb plus s or es. We live, she lives, like that. And the meaning and the state of present and action of present. And everlasting truth. The sun rises in the east. In the east. Yesterday, tomorrow, maybe the sun rose or will rise, but uses the present tense. Past tense. Past form of verb you can use, right? And there, live, lived, lived. Eat, ate, eaten, like that. English has a past form of the verb, so meaning is state of past and action of past. And the facts of history: the war ended in 1945. Always past tense. Future. Many Japanese students cannot find a future verb form in English. There is no future form. So, auxiliary verb will or be going to plus original form of verb you can use, right? And they can use, we need to use. I will go to school tomorrow, like that. State of future, action of future, the meaning of that. Simple tense, easier for us to understand present, past, future. Some exceptions, but not so difficult. But the perfect tense have, has, had plus past participle of verb. When I teach this perfect tense to Japanese student, English verb have past participle has the width or spread of time. Japanese language doesn't have this idea or notion of time using verb. Example, this is Japanese. I study English. 私は英語を勉強しています。Of course, we can say the other way, but 勉強しています is study. And second one, I have studied English for 3 years. 私は英語を3年間勉強しています。have studied is 勉強しています。Can you find? 勉強しています Japanese verb. Both are the same saying. No difference. So, we cannot feel the width of time from this verb, Japanese. But of course, you can say, you say for 3 years. That's an adjective clause. No, adverb clause. In Japanese, 3年間 it's a adverb clause. We can add the meaning of the width of time using adverb clause or the other one. But I feel have studied itself has the width of time. It's not true or not, I don't know. But when I teach this perfect tense to the Japanese students using this explanation, if I do so, the student, many Japanese students, a little bit can understand easier, more easily. Just this one is a perfect tense. Memorize this form. And the perfect tense have the 3 kinds. Present perfect, have or has plus past participle of verb, and the width of time and past some time yesterday or 3 years ago to now. Meaning, completion, result, experience, duration. We teach to the student. Example, I have finished my homework. Completion. At last. I have finished my homework and now I can watch TV. It's after the completion. I have finished my homework now. That's the reason why now I can watch TV. Wow, that's the result. So completion result is very close. After completion, result comes. Next one, I have met her brother twice. That's sometime past to now. 2 times. Twice. I met her brother. So have met means experience. Last one is I have lived here for the 10 years. Duration. Very big difference between experience duration. Duration, we can cut the time like experience. 1, 2, have lived here. Of course, we can travel, we can go to school, we can go shopping, but duration is duration. Have lived here for 10 years. We can cut this time. This is present perfect. If we can understand present perfect, the notion of this idea, that's easier for the other twos. The other twos are past perfect. Had plus past participle of verb. Past 1 to past 2 is the duration of time and noun. So past 1 example is 5 years ago. Past 2 is last year, like that. Meaning, completion, result, experience, duration. That's really same. Uh, Present perfect. Example: I had finished my homework then. That's completion. Then means sometimes last night. Uh, I had finished my homework then, so what happened? I could watch TV. That's the result. Last night. I had finished my homework at 9 o'clock last night, and after that, I could watch TV. I had met her brother twice. That's experience. So that means think about a year ago or yesterday or before that, twice. Oh, I met her brother. And also big difference between experience duration. I had lived there for 10 years. Not anymore now. Maybe 1990 to 2000. For 10 years, I had lived there. Like that. We cannot cut this time. Also, like present perfect. So, if we can understand present perfect, it's easier for us to understand past perfect. And of course, last one is future perfect. That's a little bit complicated for the Japanese students because the form is auxiliary verb we need to use. Will plus have. Have is always have, and past participle of verb. And from now to future sometime. Meaning the same completion, result, experience, and duration. I'll have finished my homework then. Completion. Maybe then is this time is tonight, 10 o'clock, or the end of summer vacation. It takes maybe some time to finish. Not yet to finish. I'll have finished my homework then, and I can or I will be able to watch TV. That's also result. Completion result is very connected. I'll have seen the movie twice if I see it again. So this is experience from now to when I see the movie again. We don't know when from this sentence, but in this sentence, already I saw the movie, but someone asked to see that's a good movie, so let's go to the movie together or something happens. So see it again, the same one, sometime tomorrow or we don't know, but if I see it again, if I see the same movie again, I'll have seen the movie twice. Means from now to that point, to twice, I can see the movie twice. That's experience. I'll have lived here for 10 years next year. That's duration. Also big difference between experience and duration. So 9 years maybe I have lived here. But think about next year. Oh, that's a kind of memorable year, 10 years. So we'll have lived its duration. We cannot cut time. So today I've talked about tense, difference between time and tense. There is a difference between Japanese and English tense, and English tense, especially perfect tense, is difficult for the Japanese student. So if you know the difference between Japanese verb and English verb or tense, uh, when you teach or when you talk about your language, English, to Japanese students, add some explanation to the idea of tense, maybe it's very helpful for the Japanese students. I hope you can do that. Thank you so much. See you soon. Goodbye.